Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're going to discuss, as usual, Bitcoin and Ethereum price actions. Before we start, if you guys learning and enjoying from the content, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. Starting from higher time frame, 8 weekly time frame, we've got 2 days and 11 hours to close this weekly candle. Right at this moment, the weekly candle looks extremely healthy and bullish. As you know, in the last couple of weeks, I was saying we have to close above $35,700, ideally $36,000. If the BTC managed to close above 36,000, 36,500 this week, then we will start looking at the lower time frames that may tell us that the potential bottom was already happened at around $30,000. It is slightly early to talk about that. However, as we have these levels, and right at this moment, this weekly candle looks quite healthy and bullish. All we need to do is to close this week and the next week above 36,000, 36,500 levels. Moving on to a daily time frame. As soon as we broke 56,000, 55,500 levels, daily time frame started flashing a bearish signal. And you can see with this huge bear candle that in one day we saw a heavy dump on the market. And since then we were under the bear's control. However, lower line of this resistance number 1, which is 35,700, and breaking and staying above this level, first time in the last 1 month the daily time frame started giving a hope in order to go up. However, lower time frame as well as the daily is heavily under the bear's control, but breaking the first level of the support at around $37,000, and if we're going to hold under daily time frame $37,000, we will have a chance more consolidation, or we may go all the way up to $42,000. Moving on to a 4-hour time frame, we've got 2 support and 3 resistance, and as you can see, the support number 2 played out perfectly. That was the first support. Down below we had at around $27,000 and $28,000 we had higher time frame Fibonacci levels. Since then we are already up by nearly 25% spot profit. So if you're a leverage trader, you did the math for yourself. However, 4-hour time frame, as I mentioned in the last video, that at this level the upper line of this resistance is going to be heavy for the bulls to break the resistance number 1, which is going to be around 37,500 level. So as you can see from the last video, we were around 36,500. We went all the way up. However, the bears managed to push the price back all the way down to resistance number 1. So now again we are retesting it at the upper line of this resistance 1. Again, 4-hour time frame still under the bears control, and I'm expecting the price to come to all the way up to $35,000 range. If we're going to hold the maximum upper line of this support number 1, which is likely at this moment if we don't see a sharp decline in the market, this level at around 35,000 and 34,000 level should hold, because lower time frames are giving us bullish signal. Moving on to a 2-hour time frame. When we look into a 2-hour time frame, as soon as we manage to break the lower line of this resistance number 1, which is around $36,000, we went all the way up to $38,000, and since then we are in the bullish territory. So 2-hour time frame went to the bullish zone, retested it, the lower line of this resistance. Right at this moment, 2-hour time frame started giving a bullish signal, which is a good sign, and that's what I've been expecting. And I also tweeted via my Twitter account that 2-hour as well as the 4-hour time frames gives us a bullish signal. Then we can go all the way up to $42,000 in the first place. You can follow me via Twitter at CryptoMagnate8 for an instant updates. Moving on to 1-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame. As soon as we hold the upper line of this support number 1, which is around $31,000, 1-hour time frame started going towards the upside. During this period, 1-hour time frame was in the bears territory. However, breaking the upper line of this support number 1 was around 34,500 level. 1-hour time frame started moving towards the upside. However, 1-hour time frame during the consolidation period is not something reliable. For the swing traders, I would recommend to await the confirmation under 2-hour and 4-hour time frames in order to take a high quality trades. Before we move on, bullish scenario and bearish scenario, if you want to learn all these technical analysis, what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and 101 intense mentorship is available. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. During the course, you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. In order to be bullish on the 4-hour time frame, as I said, in the next couple of days, I would say 48 to 72 hours, we have to break the upper line of this resistance number 1, which is going to be at around $37,500. And as long as we're going to be breaking and holding this level, at the moment is acting as a resistance, and it should become a support, and then we are good to go towards the resistance number 2, which is going to be around $40,000 and $42,000. However, it may also take some time, bear in your mind, because we've got a confirmation on the lower time frames, 2-hour and 1-hour time frame. So I'm expecting the $35,000 and $34,000 supposed to hold if we're going to see a dump in the market. On the daily time frame, at least we have to be above around $36,000. However, $45,000 and $48,000 are extremely crucial under a daily time frame in order to move towards the bullish territory. So we've got two levels, $36,000 and $45,000 and $48,000, which is going to be resistance number 3 under the higher time frame. Moving on to Ethereum. Ethereum on the last video, as I mentioned, it was a consolidation. By breaking this level and staying below 2,700 level, which is below 618 Fibonacci level, Ethereum is under bearish control. And at the same time, with the BTC recent dump, our support number 1 held perfectly, and since then we are trying to go towards to test again 618, the golden zone, at around 2,750 level. So in the coming days, 618, the lower line of this resistance, is going to be very important for the Ethereum under a higher time frame. And the main important zone is going to be the challenging for the bulls, 3,100 and 3,000 area, which is the resistance number 2. If we're going to break, it is too early for us to talk about at the moment, if we're going to break resistance number 2, claiming this resistance as a support, then we are good to go towards the upside. However, the first level that we need to watch is going to be the resistance number 1 alongside with a 618, the golden zone. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. When the price was below upper line of this resistance number 1, as you can see, first rejection, second rejection, and then the third rejection. As a result, we kept printing a lower highs. However, the price was holding nicely from the south side, and we didn't print a lower lows, which is a good sign, and the price action started getting squeezed. But in order to be bullish on the 4-hour time frame, we have to break 2,800 and 2,900 levels. So the ideally 3,000 level is going to be extremely important for the bulls to break the 3,000 level. So at the moment, 4-hour time frame under the bearish control. Moving on to a 2-hour time frame. 2-hour time frame is under the bearish control. However, breaking 2,500, 2,600 level, it's going to open us a way to go to the resistance number 1. And again, upper line of this support number 2 is acting as a resistance right at this moment. Moving on to 1-hour time frame. When we look into a 1-hour time frame, it is clearly under the bearish control. Again, the same levels that we can apply, 2,550, ideally 2,600 level. If we're going to break it, 1-hour time frame, we'll move towards the bullish territory. If not, then we might highly likely with the BTC, if we're going to see some sort of dump, we might see a further correction in the market, and the support number 1 is going to be our primary support level. On the higher time frame, this support number 1, as well as the 0.5 Fibonacci level, which is a golden level, 2,235, is going to be very important if we're going to see a further correction in the market. However, it is too early to talk about it because BTC on the lower time frame started giving a bullish signal on the 1-hour and 2-hour time frame. In the coming days, if we're going to get a confirmation on the 4-hour time frame from the BTC, highly likely that in the first place we will be going up and testing 618 golden zone, which is going to be 2,750, and the next level is going to be the upper line of this resistance number 1, 2,800 and 2,900 levels. In order to get out from the bearish control, we have to break this resistance number 2, and that's going to be around 2,900 and 3,100 level. So that's all for today. We came to an end of this episode, and if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.